Let's start it again. There we go.
Hello, Frostfatiles Games Committee. I am Jess, or the Valiant Son, and I am here with my good friend Lee, or a 20-something loser. We are here today to do a 2-player marriage speedrun in Stardew Valley. We will be marrying Harvey and Leah because their birthdays are both in winter, and what a better way to celebrate Frost Fatales than a winter-themed speedrun. I'm going to set up the file, so Lee, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Lee, as Jess said, aka a 20-something loser. Big fan of marriage speedruns in Stardew Valley out here. And this speedrun, as Jess stated, will marry both Leah and Harvey. Their birthdays are about a week apart from each other, so it makes it really optimal for us to marry both of them in the same speedrun.
So we are setting up our file. We're going to have 3 cabins and spread apart. We're actually going to use the beach farm because it has the possibility of spawning coffee, which is very useful for marrying Harvey, as it is one of his loved gifts. And we are doing unseeded, so we have no seed. And I will start this file here and then pause the game, and time will start after we get Lee into the game. Not me typing resume instead of pause.
Oh,
So, file is up for you to join.
There we go. Perfect.
Multiplayer runs are fun because you get to not start the clock immediately.
That
Which is
is
very nice.
that is very true.
Yeah, so the first part of this run is going to have us sleeping a lot. This is Frost Fatales, and since the birthdays are in winter, we will be sleeping through the first handful of seasons. That does mean about 10 minutes of downtime, but it's a good time for us to explain the run, to talk with people, as well as a great time to do donations, hyping for incentives,
Woohoo!
which we do have an incentive idea for this, so it would be a very good idea to have just this cool little break period as we go. But Lee, let me know when you're all connected.
Yes, I am all in.
Cool. So time will start once I send this resume message, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm typing.
It's fine. I grabbed my parsnip, so it's totally good.
We're good, we're good.
We're good. We're good. Alrighty. As Jess just said, we will be sleeping all the way here until winter to make this much easier on ourselves because we will be using a very fun mechanic within the game where we will be manipulating the winter forage spawning system here, which is very, very incredible because it's usually called clay farming, but in this case, since we're doing it in the wintertime, we are doing winter forage items. It is a very fast way for us to earn money, which is how we will be essentially obtaining all of the gifts that we will be using to gift our bachelor and bachelorette in order to eventually marry them.
So the reason that Harvey and Leah get paired up is one, because Leah, funnily enough, is one of the few bachelors or marriage candidates in general where you can enter their abode without having the proper number of hearts, but you can only enter there in wintertime. Early. but both of them like things that can be picked up from the saloon. Namely, we'll be getting salads for Leah and coffees for Harvey. And so the winter forage strat, where we're manipulating the forage, gets us a bunch of money and allows us then to buy everything that we need to woo our intended targets.
Lots of coffees and lots of salads.
Salads.
Salads, absolutely.
It's also very convenient because both salads and coffee are things that are very useful in runs where you are doing a lot of winter forage anyways, because salads are a good source of energy and coffees make you go faster. So it's really just built for a speed run.
True. True. The way that friendship works in Stardew Valley is with each gift you give to a NPC within the game, you increase your friendship level with that person. There are different tiers of gifts. So, for example, we are gifting Harvey coffee. That is one of his loved gifts. With a loved gift, it gives you the max amount of points for a gift in comparison to just like a neutral gift where you might not get as many points as stated, the loved gift here. The way that we have it set up is we give all of our characters a loved gift, and then we are also talking to them, which gets us 100 friendship points just for giving them that gift and talking to them at the same time. There's 10 friendship hearts that you can earn with each character within the game, and each of those little hearts is 250 points apiece. So we will be gifting quite a lot. But there are different ways around this that we can get bonus hearts and bonus friendship points rather than just the straightforward 100 as well.
The spa has been unlocked. That is a cutscene that happens every summer 3rd. And by that I mean in year 1. You don't unlock the area multiple times in different years because that would be silly.
True. Jess, who are you marrying today?
Today I'm gonna marry the hello owl statue. I'm gonna be marrying the lovely Leah. Leah lives in a cottage in the forest. She left the big city to find herself and her art. So much like the main character, Stardew left the industrial grind to start a farm. Leah left and became an artist in the woods. And so I will be buying her affection with salads, for she enjoys foraging every day to collect the food she eats. Who are you romancing?
I am, of course, romancing Harvey. Harvey is the town doctor. He's a little shy, but he is very sweet. And he's also obsessed with airplanes and flying. However, he's not allowed to fly. So he became a doctor instead. Harvey's loved gift, as stated before, is the lovely coffee. He's got to drink coffee in order to stay up, to be a doctor and be awake for all of his patients day to day. And so he loves that.
Yeah, these two are super cool because we can get to them pretty quickly in the winter time. One of the other birthdays that we do have in winter is Sebastian, but unfortunately Sebastian doesn't leave his house until like 3 p.m., meaning that he takes a very long time to get to. Every hour in Stardew takes about 43 seconds. And so any hour we have to stay out and wait for a villager to wake up or interact with is just more time that we end up using. That's why Shane is the fastest Stardew Valley marriage candidate, because he goes on the daily grind, wakes up at 7:20 a.m. and leaves his house, making him a good almost minute and a half faster to get to every single morning than any other villager.
True. Which ends up being a massive time save in comparison to other characters. Those 43 seconds add up quickly.
Yeah. So we will be buying affection by getting, I believe, 17 coffees and 17 salads.
Yes.
And then any additional ones we'll keep for ourselves for our personal use. But our goal is to essentially, on our first day that we go out and do winter forage, we're trying to make 11,000 gold in a single day, which is pretty hefty. After that, then the rest of the money will go to the other things we need to accomplish before we can get married. Lee, do you want to talk about, like, what else do we have to spend money on?
Well, across both of us here, we're going to need a total of at least 30,000 gold. That doesn't include all of the money that we need for gifting, right? So we each will spend 10,000 gold apiece in order to upgrade our houses. Because unfortunately, as you can see, our house right in front of us, that's currently on the screen, is a little bit too small for our partners to move in with us. So we will be expanding our house to get another room and a double bed, so that our partners can then move in with us once we get married to them. And then the remaining money will be then spent towards purchasing a marriage pendant. It is the symbolic item that you give to an NPC in order to suggest that you would like to marry them. It's like a wedding ring in these times, but it's called a mermaid pendant instead, and it's a very pretty blue shell.
And ideally, though, for the real life engagement ring, don't make the ring that you propose with half the cost of a new house. Might be a little bit too much money to spend on that.
That is true as well. I never put that in perspective. Oh my goodness.
It's a hefty price
It is.
to pay.
Truly. Truly.
What's really cool is that we are running this glitch list, so you will see us using a thing called animation canceling, which will allow us to cancel our animations on earlier frames, meaning that we can, for some tools, do 2 to 3 times as many actions in the same amount of time. And we will also, despite the fact that it's going to look like we're cheating maybe to get all this forage, this is also a glitchless strat that is just abusing the pseudo randomness that occurs in Stardew Valley.
We will essentially be farming for 2 specific forageable items once we head down to the beach. One of them is called a snow yam, and the other is a winter root. So the snow yam sells for 100 gold apiece, and the winter root sells for 70 gold apiece. The way that we more or less manipulate it within the game, it gets us a lot of those items very, very quickly, which then adds up money very quickly for us, which is ideal.
We'll be going out here on the 5th. And this is to help us get a week of gifting in without having any decay after meeting earlier. So I have to For illustration purposes, I'll be turning down the cat here, but a potential incentive is, of course, whether or not to adopt this cat.
I have 2 coffees already.
Ooh, nice.
And also 2 survival burgers. Because I ended up on the left side of the farm.
I got 3 geodes.
There you go. Nice.
Oh, got us 2 coffees and a survival burger.
Nice.
I'm gonna grab that holly.
Smart.
So there are items in Stardew Valley that actually give you negative energy when you eat them. Since I am romancing Leah, whose space does not open until 10, whereas Lee will be running into Harvey, that is at 9 a.m., my ability to pass out needs to basically be improved upon because I have less time to run back home.
And this is where we start winter foraging. I wasn't able to show the constant hoeing and then pickaxing of the ground, which is often typical with this route. Because, funnily enough, my very first hoe of the ground, it got me a winter root, which was very, very handy. But essentially what we are doing is we're just counting. That's all that it is. We are just counting up to 10 here. And
so we are able.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We started on 2 different parts of the beach for this, just so that we don't hit each other. This was actually, this offset was actually something I found. And so we will be doing this until the saloon opens, which is at 9, or at noon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At which point we will sell everything that we got and buy coffees with it. So yeah, we'll leave probably around 11:40-ish. I might actually be able to leave this off in a good spot for myself. Nope, I lost it. Alright. I shall head to the saloon. Hello, Lewis. You're in the way, sir.
I will head up to Pierre's.
So by entering actually right here at noon, I can go and stand in front of Gus, and you may be like, hey, you're standing in front of him, and that doesn't quite make a lot of sense, because doesn't that mean he's not moving? And you would be correct. However, it works out for us really well. Lee, I completely forgot to throw you the rest of my forage.
Okay. That's okay. There we go. Got it.
So, as you can see, we can buy all the coffees that we need. So I will first buy all the salads. And then I'm gonna buy us all of the coffees. I'm gonna buy us a bit more. And so now I will go to Lee and throw her the coffees that she needs. And then we are gonna go romance our respective spouses for the first time.
True. I accidentally bought a grass starter. So that's what you saw me do and place it down outside of the trash can there.
You know, sometimes that's just what you gotta do.
True. Sometimes that just happens.
A very cool trick is that the exhaustion meter only checks if you hit 0 points. So you just saw me eat that holly there, which is going to cause me to pass out, but I won't have the exhaustion debuff when I wake up tomorrow. And so now we go out again. Oh, and I have a handful of coffees or salads for you. If you want them.
You can hang on to them. I still have the 2 survival burgers too.
Nice.
So we are a-okay.
So we will be continuing to do this until we have enough winter forage in order to afford all the things that we need. But because it is we want to hit them as soon as they open in for the day. And so Lee will leave at about 9:40. And I will leave, or we'll leave about 8:40, and I'll leave about 9:20.
7, 8, 9, 10. There we go.
What's cool about this pattern is you can do 10, and if you do 10, then your next hit will be right on top of what your previous, like where you started was. And if you do 9, which I will do in my next row here, then you just move 1 over. So I did 9 in that row, so then I can actually just hit right here now. This was found by Piano Addict, who is another person in the Stardew Valley community, is pretty well known for being able to find some weird glitches, sort of, you could say, in the code. And that was helped with Blade, who is another Stardew Valley person who has actually completely deconstructed all the randomization that you see in Stardew. And so we're able to use these things like predictors to figure out how RNG spawns. I'll have to run home.
I am already back on the farm. Let me know when you are back.
So I'm gonna go sleep in the bottom cabin.
Perfect.
What is really fun about this multiplayer marriage over some of the other ones is that it is extremely marathon safe in that we have a lot more time to basically take advantage of making money. We don't have to worry if we don't get enough crops. We don't have to worry if this, that, the other thing happens. we're very much in control of this run the entire time, which is extremely nice.
True. This run,
So,
in comparison to others, doesn't necessarily rely too much on RNG, which is perfect.
oh, got another survival burger. And yeah, so this is a fun run just because we get to show off winter foraging, which is something that I guess anyone who's done it on stream as a Stardew streamer, you always get a handful of people just baffled and confused about how exactly you're doing this sort of what seems like witchcraft, but is actually just fun math. In addition to making a lot more money as well, then the inspiration for this, which is clay farming, you might have saw right there that after I tilled, there wasn't any forage underneath. And with winter forage, for some reason, the way that everything respawns is it will actually just move 9, 10. You're actually able to just untill and retill and it comes back, which is not the case with clay.
True. You can till and untill 3 times. And then after the 3rd time, if it doesn't give you a winter forageable, then you're kind of out of luck and you got to restart your pattern.
I just watered the ground. So since Lee is able to get to Harvey sooner, she will tend to actually have the time to run all the way back home, which is very nice because every time you pass out, you lose 10% of the money you have in your wallet. So in general, and as we like go forward, you'll see we just sell like barely enough for whatever it is we are trying to purchase, because anything else we're just losing money whenever I have to pass out for the day. Oh, there's absolutely no way. I'm running home.
That's a-okay.
Unfortunately, the new pattern that I found does mean that you spend a lot less energy trying to re-pick up your patterns, which is unfortunate for the Leah player because it means that passing out and losing that energy just makes it a bit more difficult, which is unfortunate because running back home does take more time than anything else. But as we go, we'll be waking up every Tuesdays and Thursdays. That is because they're nice days.
That's it. They're just nice days.
Typically for routing purposes, at least for me personally, I don't know about you, Lee, but I like to put gifting, if I can, in the middle of the week so that if something happens and I forget to gift, I have time to give another gift.
Agreed. I usually try and avoid Friday and Saturday gift days, if possible, just because you never know if it's going to rain. Because unfortunately, rain can affect people's scheduling patterns and whether or not they like leave their house earlier, late, or leave their bedroom earlier, late. Thankfully for both Harvey and Leah, we don't have to wait for access to them because they are in more open/public areas. For example, Harvey is in his doctor shop. He's not hidden down in his room. In comparison to other Stardew Valley characters, which often stay inside the room, they're kind of locked away from us and from accessing them. And the rain can truly affect that. Surprisingly.
Which is also another nice thing about this route, is just the fact that since it is in winter,
We don't have to worry about any of that.
it never rains in winter, which is unfortunate if you are
You're attempting to
trying to
route
get
a run.
married.
Yeah.
But I have seen some marriage runs perish to the fact that they didn't get any rain in fall afterwards, and then you have to sleep through an entire season, which takes about 3 minutes. In order to like get to spring, and then even still you're waiting for that additional time there. So it can be very unfortunate. I'm showing up a little bit late to Leah's, but I have less energy, so I'll be able to
That's okay.
do that. I am in luck because I have I get to abuse a fun mechanic with Leah's birthday that we won't be able to look at with Harvey's. Our next day that we go out will be Harvey's birthday, which means we break our pattern of Tuesday, Thursdays because his birthday is on a Sunday. Gifting on birthdays gives you 8 times the amount of points, which is very useful because our item, like our gift quality, is just gonna go way up, which is super nice. Hello, Pierre.
True. The birthday is really, really nice because it just means that we can give them less gifts by taking advantage of those extra points on their birthday.
Yeah, so we'll get 640 points, I believe.
For the gift.
Somewhere around that,
yeah.
on their birthday.
I get 640 for the
so
gift.
That is,
yep. And then
that is a whole like 6 times talking to them that we get to avoid. I think I'm down there.
Are you down here now? Go ahead.
I think so.
Go ahead.
So the way that Forage 2 also appears is that it is seeded according to the number of tiles you tilled, and then moves based on the day. And so if we keep track of where we were, we can actually pick up exactly where we left off the time before. As you can see, we still have to till a little bit, but that is why this offset that we are using is so convenient, because it reduces the number of tills you would need in order to pick up your pattern again, meaning that your winter forage is far more efficient. Because otherwise you can like leave down a torch or something to track the number of days that have passed. But it's not super convenient to do that. Plus, who wants to do more math? Not I.
I am headed now to give Harvey his birthday gift.
Nice.
So again,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday. True. So just like Jess said, you get 640 friendship points for the gift, and then an extra 20 just for talking to Harvey on his birthday. So a total of 660 points. And if you remember before, right, each heart is 250 points. So the birthday gift in and of itself, right, gives us 2 friendship hearts and a little extra.
I gotta run. How many snow yams do you have?
I have 89 snow yams and 93 winter roots.
Alrighty, bo bitey.
So we're just about, I don't know how many you have.
A lot.
Okay, so we're probably just around good.
Yeah. You said 93 winter roots?
Yes.
Alright, I have that many. I did some math wrong.
Okay.
And by that I mean I just put in some numbers in my calculator.
Let me know if we should head back down to the beach or not. I'm just chopping down trees in the meantime.
I just decided also to
Just chop trees.
chop trees today.
Good. Perfect.
I think we should, because I have like 193 snow yams.
Oh yeah, we should definitely be good.
I just missed a plus when I was putting it in my calculator.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like, it gave me like 6 million, and I was like, no, we don't have 6 million gold.
I wish.
I wish too, we could. I wish I had 6 million gold in real life.
True.
That would be very
helpful.
That would be very cash money. Plus 98 or 93. Ah. 83 plus 138. We have 38k right now, so I think we're all done winter foraging.
Yeah, we're good. The majority of the remaining part of this run is going to be spent chopping down trees before we gift our upcoming partners here, right? The reason why we are chopping trees is again because of that house upgrade. So both of us need 450 pieces of wood apiece. And then we need an extra 300 wood to repair a bridge. There is a little bridge down on the beach on the far right side. You might have seen it while we were clay farming. But that little bridge gives us access to purchasing the marriage pendant.
The old mariner who sells the pendant likes to hang out very far away from us, and so you're otherwise unable to access him unless you repair that bridge. So we could, because of the amount of money we make from winter foraging, actually just buy the wood from Robin. However, because we have to wait so long because they wake up at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., we just chop the wood ourselves because we might as well.
We have enough time to do so.
And so we gift actually, so you might have noticed that, we said, oh, well, we gift on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You gift twice a week because you get a bonus 10 friendship points at the end of the week if you've gifted twice. during the week. And those little 10 points every week that you interact can add up to about a heart over the course of a single run, which is very convenient for just saying, you know, consistently pay attention to those you care about. And so you may notice again that today is a Sunday. The eagle-eyed viewer may know that Leah's birthday is on the 23rd. So you may say, why not gift on the Tuesday and the Thursday then, like you did before? Well, my viewers, there is a really cool thing that is the birthday gift does not count as a weekly gift if you have already gifted twice during the week. So this is very convenient for us because since Leah's birthday is on a Tuesday, we can gift her on Sunday and we can gift her on Monday. And that allows us to get a third gift for the week. Unfortunately, the week resets on Sundays, which is why we were not able to take advantage of this for Harvey, which means we'll have to do some other fun shenanigans with our routing choices in order to catch up Harvey to the extra 100 points that I get for the additional gifting day I get this week. While we're doing all this shopping and stuff is another great time to read donations, to hype any incentives, and also we will additionally be showing off another potential incentive that we have as well. We're going to be clearing off a big spot of the farm, and we'll leave exactly what we're going to do as a surprise to you, the committee. Or maybe probably share it later anyways.
I mean, it's a pretty good surprise.
It is a pretty good surprise. Hey, congratulations on getting 5 hearts, Lee.
Yeah. So that little achievement that pops up where it says a new friend achievement is, of course, me reaching 5 hearts. Once we reach 8 hearts with our character, it essentially stops us from earning any more friendship points once you hit 8. The reason because is once you hit 8 hearts, then you unlock the bouquet. The bouquet is what signifies that you would like to start up a relationship with another character. And after you give a character the bouquet, then you have access to the last 2 hearts to get up a 10 for marriage.
And those 8 heart events that you get access to, so I believe you might have seen Lee, you would have just triggered his, or I guess that was last Tuesday, his heart event.
Yep.
But there are some heart events that give you extra friendship, and those will be some that we'll use to catch Harvey up on friendship sometimes. But the 8 heart events for pretty much all of the villagers are basically them declaring sort of the option for romantic intent with you, which is why we get the friendship freeze, because it is kind of like either we are going to stay friends or you can choose to basically continue to push the relationship further into a romantic one. I just tried to hit a rock with my
It's okay. I'm frequently known for watering a couple rocks as well, so.
It helps them grow big and strong.
Yes.
I just got coal out of 4 of the 7 rocks I just hit.
Nice. That's absolutely
probabilistically improbable.
Pretty good luck, though.
Pretty good luck. Tuesdays and Thursdays also work really well as gifting days because it allows us to sell by putting things inside the bin on Tuesdays and then go buy anything that we need on the Thursday. In particular, this is useful because you might be like, well, hey, why not bin on Thursday and then do the Tuesday? And I say to you, most of the things we do need to buy are going to be from interacting with Robin, who is the local carpenter, and she is not open on Tuesdays. So having Tuesdays as our built-in sell date is very nice because we can't buy from her anyways on that day. And so it's kind of like we're not super wasting time.
True. We can't buy from her on that date because she goes to an exercise class with all the women in the town, or all the moms in the town, inside of Pierre's general store. So she takes one day to herself to go and work out with everybody else.
Harvey also attends those according to a heart event, which we unfortunately do not trigger in this because it takes a while.
But it is very cute and very funny.
It's very cute. Triggering that cutscene requires us to go all the way until 11 after we reach 6 hearts, which again is another minute and a half added to time, and we're trying to go fast. And so an additional minute and a half is not something we want to do.
Today, here is Leah's birthday. Jess can give an extra gift to Leah. However, it's not Harvey's birthday anymore, so I cannot give him an extra gift. But when Jess goes to give Leah her birthday gift, I will still head over to Harvey because I can still earn friendship points just by talking to Harvey on that day. So I'll do a quick little hello to Harvey, and then I'll be leaving as well.
And yeah, so if I open my menu here, what's nice about multiplayer is that time continues even if you're paused. You can see I've already given 2 gifts, and traditionally that would stop you. You'd get a little dialogue box that says, you've already given this person 2 gifts this week. That's enough. But because it is the birthday counts as a separate thing. Another point that those are filed as different is if you are married in Stardew and you continuously gift other villagers, you do run a small risk of your spouse getting a negative moodlet if you are like giving more people attention than them. So if you're not gifting them but you're gifting other people. And so birthday gifts though are coded to count as separate gifts than regular gifts. So you will not trigger that interaction if you are just gifting on birthdays. It's also just a very small chance to trigger on any other time as well. Yeah. So opening the menu during multiplayer runs is nice because you can check and make sure you're at the heart levels that you need to be, which is something you're not able to do in single player because it pauses time and that wastes time being able to access the person that you want or just uses additional time on top of that, which we want to avoid. Yeah, I just skyrocketed my friendship levels there. So with that one gift, I went from those 3 hearts to 5, and I believe I might actually be at 6 already now.
Now
One of
that
the options we can also do is there is a festival on the 25th, and that could be an incentive or something, but we could basically go to a Christmas celebration. And we have a possibility of being the Secret Santa of the person that we are trying to marry, which gives you a bunch of points additionally if you can give a loved gift on Christmas.
But now we're essentially just sleeping until spring. Spring 2nd here. As we gave our gifts for that last week of winter, and now we are starting our spring journey.
Hello, Kent. Oh wow, look at the mushroom trees.
Yeah, I left those ones because I thought they'd be cool.
They're very pretty. So in fall, you have a small probability chance that any one of your trees will turn into a mushroom tree. And so we see that here, that we were able to get that. We'll also be putting in, I think, for our first house upgrade today? Yeah. So I am going to... Have you binned anything yet?
I have not binned anything yet.
Cool. I am going to bin then. What's nice about snow yams is they are 100, and I need 10,000, so I'm just gonna put in 100 there, and now I am all set to go. So one of us tomorrow will upgrade our house by going up to Robin's with all this wood that we just got.
I'm assuming you already have 450, so you should be good.
Yeah, I have 657.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if not, there's some in the chest too, so.
Do you want to do first house upgrade, or do you want me to?
It does not matter to me. If we wanna... Let's see. I can, you know what? I can most certainly do it.
Nice.
And then I'll leave, do you have coffee on you? Or would you like me?
Yeah, I have 6 coffee on me.
Okay. I was gonna say, otherwise I will most certainly drop some for you in the chest.
Yeah, coffee makes it very nice because, as we said, sometimes you need to get places pretty quickly. There are a handful of times where we need to be in essentially multiple places at once, and so coffee can mean that we minimize the amount of time that we are wasting. Oh, I hit that right on the time click. So I skip all of Leah's heart events because she actually does not have any that give friendship points. Or if they do, it's like 5 or 10, which is not very much. But Lee, with Harvey, there are a couple, one where you can get about 40 points of friendship, and one where you can get 60, no, 30 points, and there's one where you can get another 40. So we can make up some of the friendship difference there. And don't forget, Lee, to buy the super secret things.
Yes. Will do.
Oh, I got Leah's 6 heart event. She gives you this neat sculpture. I do have inventory space for it today. Thank you, Leah. Oh. Demetrius wishes to give us a cave of things. This is an achievement for making 25k. We get to basically sign up for a science experiment. And I will be able to get mushrooms out of the cave. And so if we were a little bit short on money, if we had messed up our calculations for our winter forage, then we would be able to get money via things in there.
Also just picked up the owl statue and moved it closer to the house.
Nice.
Because it's cute.
This is true. So yeah. You'll pick up the house and our super secret other things we need.
True.
The farm tends, when you sleep a lot, to get pretty overgrown, so we have no shortage of materials that we are able to collect on the farm when you do sleep, the equivalent of a year. So we're just clearing out a good chunk of space. Just because we can, and then it makes it a lot easier to walk around. Your house upgrading today?
Yes.
Otherwise I'd be in trouble because I'm not where I'm supposed to be for that.
Nope, you are all good. I got it.
So Lee will be using one of the extra coffees that we got to be able to go from Robin's house, the carpenter, all the way up to Harvey's without losing any time due to...
Unless you are Lee, in which she went from Harvey's up to Robin's instead. Same thing.
You could go either direction. It's alright. I got a bit distracted, so I was still on the farm.
That's okay. I'm running home now.
I'm running home.
Tell
Tell
the
the
world
world
I'm
that
running home. We got going super speedy with my coffee.
Yeah, coffees are a mainstay in a lot of Stardew Valley runs because being able to go places faster is always useful, especially when you're not time constrained, like villager interactions.
My house is now upgraded.
Hey.
True. However, it's not the one that I'm currently in because I'm currently living in Jess's house. Just because it's easier for when I come back to the farm to just tuck into this bed rather than my bed, which is on the far left side of the farm.
Yeah, and that's why, too, I'm sleeping here at this bottom cabin. Because it is closer to Leah's cabin in case I have to waste additional energy.
And you know what I forgot to do, Jess?
Did you forget to buy the super secret things?
I did forget to buy the super secret things.
It's alright. The good news is we binned today.
Yeah, I got.
Goodbye, mushroom.
I binned for you, so we should be good.
Thank you. I guess technically, though, we could go back up.
Oh, true. I could.
on Thursday together.
True.
But yeah, so the committee, you may realize that there is downtime here. We do have that super secret thing. And at this point would be when we start doing our surprise. So we do have plenty to talk about, and then also the plenty of things to do. As you saw, spaces where we can make donations or other incentive things, which is very just convenient for us in general. Yeah, did you bin a solid 100 or?
I had like 80 something, and then I threw in some winter roots as well too.
Nice. Ba-dum. Cutting the grass. So we should be heart-wise getting close. Yeah, so I'm at 6 hearts already.
I am also at 6 hearts.
There we go. Something that is also very convenient is, as we said, you can mark your intent to date a character by getting a bouquet. And you can actually buy infinite number of bouquets once you hit 8 hearts. So we are able to take advantage of that where if you are in a multiplayer marriage, the first person to hit 8 hearts, if it's on different days, can buy bouquets for both players. And then once the other player hits that landmark, then you're all good to go. I was right on the money.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh.
Leah, are you throwing?
Yep, I went out too early. Went out one day too early.
Is that another owl statue?
It
Nice.
sounded like it was another owl statue.
So there are random overnight events in Stardew Valley, one of which is the owl statue. A couple of other ones, we won't see any of the farming related ones. There is a crop fairy that can make some of your crops grow faster or become giant crops. We won't see those during these speedruns because we are not having...
We're not growing any crops.
We're
to
not
beginning.
growing crops. That's... sorry, my brain just forgot the word crops. But there are also ones, there is a strange capsule, which does an alien sound. That one is fairly rare, and there's also a meteorite cutscene, which is very much like the sound of the spa unlocking. Both the strange capsule and the meteorite ones are casually my favorite ones to get. Speedrun wise, most annoying because you have to click through the dialogue box that says that something happened.
The scary part, though, with the meteorite is that it can always land on crops or other items,
That
which
is true.
could dramatically impact a run if you are really trying to grow some crops for other runs, for other loved items, for other characters. It could truly destroy a run if you get a big meteorite on top of all your crops and are left with nothing. So they're cute. But
are you coming up to buy the super secret things?
I will be. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I was just hanging outside of Harvey's house.
So I am going to first shop and buy some pathing. I don't know. That kind of sounds nice. And then I'm going to upgrade my house. And then I drank that coffee because my goal is to now get all the way down to Leah and gift her before Lee can get home. I left a little bit late. So I'll be a little bit after 10. But luckily got most of my energy down, so it won't take me too long to exhaust, though I may just run back to the house anyways. Yeah, I'll run back. I think it will still be faster. But only 10 minutes late to see my love. Apparently she's pretty sure that said foraging, but I choose to believe she said frogging. Don't know what that means, but that's what I've decided.
There you go. I'm sprinting back home.
Oh.
Yeah. You even made it back faster than me. Oh my goodness.
I'm speedy.
There we go.
Alrighty. The last deviation that we'll be making from our Tuesday, Thursdays is going to be coming up not this week, but soon. The last thing that we will use is take advantage of a festival, which can give you a whole heart of friendship if you participate in it with one of the romanceable villagers. But we'll talk about that more later.
Oh.
Right now, it's time for super secret.
When,
Secret strats.
when you upgraded your house, it kicked me out of your house and
Oh, no.
put me into my own house. I left my wood
I
in
would
the
not
chest.
like to offer my stone floor to Lee. I would like to keep it myself. So this is related to the incentive. Because we have some extra time, we thought it would be fun to maybe have an incentive for different pixel art or things that we can make on the farm using these pathways. And so that is what we are doing here. Obviously, anything that can be adjusted into pixel art would be fairly straightforward for us to accomplish, and I think would be very fun for driving potentially chat involvement, as well as just fun in general, because it's art. Alright. You may notice that maybe a familiar face is now appearing. This is another reason why this run is a lot of fun to do, is because of the fact that we do have a little bit of this extra time. And so, while may not be the most engaging at times to observe because of that, that's why we want to throw in these like fun things, and especially as this incentive of doing some pixel art like that, where we can have people vote on what sort of art they want to see, or we can just fill the whole stage with art, whichever that we want. It'll be fun. I am running home though because I have energy, but that is why we buy the extra coffee, so that I can make these runs home if I need to. Zoomin'. I haven't moved the bed in this room because you're not able to move your own personal bed or move beds of other people's. Though I will tomorrow go into my house and move the bed if you want that cabin. Still. I'll be polite.
I gotta remember to click the buttons in the opposite direction now.
So, Lee is actually part of the inspiration for coming up with this pixel art strategy. I woke up one day and found that Lee had very generously created some pathing so that I could run faster. In Stardew, if you run on pathing, you do move quicker. And so I thought, why not use these paths to show off another very fun aspect of Stardew, which is decorating. As speedrunners, we don't get the chance to decorate a lot, and so it is fun anytime you can, and working that into a speedrun is always entertaining. And so there we have it. Nope, I'm too... you got it. There you go.
No, what did I do? Oh, here, there we go. There we go.
There is our first guaranteed pixel art that we would like to do. I'm chopping down this tree so we can see it a bit better. But here's Faith for us. And so that is just one of the many things that we could do during this, and we finished that here in this week, but we would be able to do that a week earlier, as we do have the money for it earlier. So we can do that to do even more art, and I just think it would be really fun, and
it
a
is
good
really
way
fun.
to drive the meme committee, which is one of my favorite aspects of Frost Fatales, is how good the meme team is for coming up with things.
That's true. They're incredible.
So we can definitely drive some even more quality content with the opportunity of making pixel art in Stardew Valley. Lee has gone to bed.
There. We have 2 more gifting days left. And then we have the flower dance.
I just hit 8 hearts.
I didn't even check. I have not hit 8 hearts yet.
Right? Yeah. So you can tell the hearts by when you talk with the person, they have a little symbol at the bottom of the page that is their friendship levels. And so mine changed purple there, which means I am at 8. So you'll want to sell at Pierre's today to buy the bouquets.
Yes. I I am not at 8 hearts yet.
I will sell at Pierre's today
There we go.
to buy the bouquets.
All good.
I need some more rocks.
And my remaining winter forage, the winter roots, are in the chest there
Nice.
too.
I'm making a Pokeball.
Cute.
Yeah, but yeah, any sort of art that we can ideally probably do in, I would say 3 colors, though we can definitely do more than that, would be up for grabs on this. So we could probably make a Mario.
That's true.
We could probably,
Any kind of 2D thing.
I just got a lot of sugar on the farm. What other stuff have we? Well, we're out on a Sunday here, being that we are trying to gift today. Before the flower dance, ideally we want to get to I oversold there, but that's fine.
There we are. Now I'm at 8 hearts.
Alright.
I haven't gifted him yet either. I just talked to him.
Nice. But yeah, so by talking, Lee was able to get up to that 8 hearts. But since I was already at 8 hearts, I was able to go and buy a bouquet. In a lot of marriage runs, the order of bouquets and things does matter. This one matters a little bit less because we don't hit that friendship cap. As we said, once you get to 8 hearts, you can no longer once you hit 8 hearts, you are no longer able to increase your friendship to 9 hearts. However, you can get it 1 point shy of 9 hearts, and so a lot of runs will rely on that being getting to that 1 point away from 9, because your friendship also stops decaying once you are at that heart level, which means that you can sleep for a while and not have to worry that they are going to not like you anymore. So when you don't talk to a villager that you are friends with, you lose 2 points. If you are dating, which we are considered now dating our villagers, then you lose 10 hearts for every day that you do not talk to them until you reach 10 hearts, at which point that decay stops. Once you get married, you lose 20 points per day if you do not talk with your spouse.
True.
And so that is why we waited so long to gift the bouquet, because we needed to make sure that we don't lose 10 points while we're doing our sleeping. So we minimize the amount of days that we lose those 10 hearts of friendship.
And now, Jess, do you have the
I have
wood for the
300 wood, and
bridge?
I'm about to go repair the bridge.
You already knew what I was going to ask.
I have my 1 coffee left, so it worked really well.
I have plenty more. Don't worry if you need them.
So I've got the wood necessary to repair the bridge, so I am going to go do that. Because you may say, hey, didn't you guys just hit 8 hearts? Why are you already preparing for 10 hearts to get the marriage? That is because tomorrow is the flower dance. Lee, what happens with the flower dance?
At the flower dance, right? You essentially ask your partner to dance with you. When you ask your partner to dance with you, you get a whole heart of friendship with them as well. Unfortunately, the farmer, their animations are not as programmed as the NPCs, so you will see us doing a little slightly offbeat from all the other characters here. Additionally, what I will be doing on that day is talking to every single character who is at the flower dance. This is how I'm going to be catching up my friendship points to reach the same level as Jess is. Because Jess had that extra gifting day prior, and so we are now, still points behind. So you're catching up by talking to everybody, which completes a quest. The quest in and of itself gives 100 friendship points with every single character in the game. Pretty straightforward.
So that's very convenient for us because even if you do trigger all of Harvey's cutscenes and get the points, you are still just a bit shy from being able to use the flower dance as your last little boost to get the necessary hearts. It is also nice because it means that we freeze at that 10 hearts, and that makes it very convenient for us because we can sleep then for a rain day, that the old mariner will come visit us. Hello.
Hello.
Because we need the rain, and so we want to sleep until then. I just threw all my stuff in the bin.
Perfect. I will head up and grab mine from the chest there.
Yeah, and I'm also gonna move my bed, because I said I was going to do that, and then I didn't.
That's okay.
As a farmer, we are very strong, so we are able to just pick up that bed and move it there. No problem. Also, I got a super meal from one of the chests, or from one of the crates. The beach farm is fun because of all the stuff that randomly spawns. It makes life a bit more interesting. A lot of runs do require the extra forage and things that you get from the forage farm. I found some bombs.
Oh, apologies. I do not have my, what's it called, turned off.
Oh no.
That's okay.
How many large bombs does it take to knock down a tree?
Large bombs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot. But
apparently,
hey, thanks for this nice path.
I did. I made one nice path.
Festivals require both of us to be there, so I've now caught up. And yeah, Lee now will be running around and talking to everybody to get that last 100 friendship. I get the easy part. It's just, I go up to Leah, who is down here. I know where my future wife is. So I get the best friends achievement. That means we are Best friends. So I'll wait until when Lee asks Harvey to dance, we'll get the best friends achievement. At that point, I trigger the flower dance, which is why having the host be the person who is romancing Leah is so convenient. Because you can just wait until the Harvey player gets that achievement. There we go. So we'll start the dance. And yeah, so very important too, though, that we had to get that bouquet because otherwise we lose this entire heart as well. But it's dancing time.
It's dancing time. As you can see, we are just slightly off beat here from all the other characters.
We haven't gone to this dance before. We don't know. We don't know the ways.
We're trying our
Though
hardest.
I wish I want a suit.
What are my eyes doing?
We're closing them.
But the blue
Having a
is
good time.
staying. Is the weird part.
There we go. Flower dance completed. We now spawn back outside of our houses. And now we sleep until a rain day.
Yeah, we got plenty of money.
Money. We earned 50k. So easy. So fast. So this is the one part of the run where RNG kind of comes into play. The good news, though, is that there is a guaranteed rain day in summer, which is on summer 13th. So we are guaranteed that even if we have very bad luck with this run, it is not a 3-minute plus time loss. We're basically guaranteed that it will only be a minute and a half at max after the flower dance to the day that we're able to propose, but obviously much better if we can get it sooner, which we just did.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna use my super meal so I can run fast.
I found one too. Look at that.
Nice. So we're gonna go run to the Old Mariner now. Forgot that super meals give you extra energy as well, so I will have a lot more animation canceling to do. Joja-Cola. So we're now back on the beach, our lovely beach. We'll use this brand new walkway that I made. And here is the Old Mariner. He says, I see that you have your heart on someone. He gives you a pendant. Unfortunately, the bouquet, you're able to buy multiple of them because you are able to date multiple people in the game at the same time. However, you are not able to marry multiple people, so you have to actually divorce someone before you're able to get a second marriage pendant. Without mods, of course.
True. True. And then we just wait now until we can enter their houses.
Yeah, that's the one unfortunate thing is that Leah's cottage always opens at 10. A lot of villagers, once you get 2 hearts with them, you're able to get into their room according to whatever the opening time of their house is. Most of which are 9, but unfortunately, Leah says, I will wake up at 9:59 and unlock my door.
Yep.
Which is acceptable. We love consistency. I also love when you're exhausted, but you have a speed buff and you're still walking as fast as you usually run. Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you. Thank you. And so now that I have gotten engaged to Harvey, and once Jess gets engaged to Leah, we will then sleep a couple of days here, and then the official wedding ceremony will begin. The run in and of itself will end once the last player kisses their partner.
I'm like sprinting at her door right now. Just like, let me in. Yeah, luckily our spouse accepts, and they set up the ceremony for 3 days, as Lee said, so we'll be sleeping until then. Hello.
Oh, I'm in your bed.
Hello. Lee and I are having a sleepover until we get married. It's
True.
just, oops. We just have a very long, like, bachelorette party.
Yeah. And here's wedding day.
Yay! My favorite thing is the fact that since I didn't do the talk to everyone quest, we have now the entire village is here to watch me get married, and claim that I am now a good fit for this town and definitely fit in, even though the only person who has really met me is Leah, and I guess I've talked with Pierre and Gus through selling, but they don't count as being met for me. And now here goes Harvey.
Harvey with his cute little red cummerbund.
Oh, what a cutie.
He's trying his best.
Yeah, time will stop right as we see the heart from the kiss. Now.
Done. Yay!
We go. And
We're married.
That's two-player marriage.
And that is it.
And that was a pretty good PB for Lee and I. But the good news is that this run itself is actually really only going to get faster as we go and as we run it, because of the fact that there is very little RNG involved in it. It is mostly a run expressive of skill, and so we can, I think, pretty solidly guarantee we'll be under an hour and a half for our estimate.
Yes. Absolutely. And just to close out, just want to say thank you so much for your consideration. If you've sat through this whole hour and a half long video, we truly appreciate you considering us for being a part of this event.
Yeah, we're very excited to bring this winter themed event to you guys, and you know, we drummed up a lot of hype and a lot of fundraising via incentives at Flame Fatales with Stardew, and I think we can definitely do that again with this run as well.
Absolutely. I agree.
Lee, do you want to come meet me at the Faith?
Oh, yes, I can. Wait. Hang on.
Meet me at the Faith. Did you just drink coffee?
I did just drink coffee. I could go faster. Whee!
Yeah, here we go.
By the faith in the mushroom trees.
Yeah, thank you very much to the Games Committee for your consideration. And I hope to, well, I'll see you guys there either way, but hopefully we can participate as well.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.